Okay. I had to make sure of that time.
Sci Frantic. Trying for the third time tonight. What do you think, Michael?
We're back. It's Sci Frantic. Have you missed us?
I'm not saying it again. We've been gone. We're back. Who do we have with us?
Well, we have Mike Frantic right here of Sci Frantic.
What do you think? What do you Frantics think about that hoodie? Huh? It's fire, isn't it?
Got my name on the back too.
Wow.
I'm not gonna.
It's pretty bad. It doesn't have Mike Frantic because you wasn't Mike Frantic at the time. But I'm the wall man with special guest, Mr. Bill.
I'm Bill. Hey, how's it going?
Bill, you look great, dude.
Hey, Bill.
You know, I do my best. I moisturize and
Why are you holding that shield?
Yeah, what's behind you back there?
The Captain America poster from the worst Captain America movie ever made. But it's a nice.
Yeah, explain.
You know
Bill.
what? That's Matt Salinger in that too.
Ida Lupino.
I actually do think he's related to J.D. Salinger, and that's the only movie I've ever heard of him being in. It's pretty bad. You'll say these ears are actually part of the. They're not his real ears sticking out. They're plastic and part of the mask. And the Red Skull is not German, but he's Italian, and it's a weird film. It's pretty bad. The biggest stunt scene is this guy out racing Ned Beatty to get back to the car. So
Ned Beatty, huh?
Yeah.
When he's running behind him, he like squeal like a pig.
Wow. Little deliverance joke there for all of you non-deliverance watchers.
I think he pretends to be sick, and Ned Beatty's like, "Oh, are you okay?" And then Captain America just runs back to the car and drives off because he thinks he's woken up from deep freeze, so he thinks that Ned Beatty is an agent for, I don't know, whatever. It's a bad film. Don't watch it.
We have a subject for the show, but before we get started with that subject, we got to give a shout out to this wonderful channel that we met at Days of the Dead this year, Laser Wagon.
Hop in the wagon, losers.
Hop in the wagon, losers. Let me tell you about this guy. This guy, I'm not going to lie to you. His videos, he gave me a magnificent plug. Honestly, the narcissist that the wall man is, I couldn't believe it. But his video is so freaking good, and just the quality of filming and the special effects he puts in are top notch. Look, there he goes. He brought this little scroll in for Sci Frantic that drops down. It's like all I can do is hopefully get YouTube to work to show his channel. But if you like our content, look, hey, there we are.
Hey, look,
He's talking about us now. Yeah. He's there talking about us. So if you like our stuff, you're going to love his stuff. He actually created this image coming up, and I'm going to rip off. But that being said, he was a wonderful dude. I can't wait to see him again, right? Maybe when he comes to Atlanta again.
Yeah, maybe that, or maybe we'll go out to Texas and go to a convention.
Nope. Yep. Okay. Well, let's get to business. Michael, what are we here for tonight?
We are here to give our reviews or what we think of A Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Yes.
Now, you guys may not know this, and Walls may not know this. The Wall Man, I call him Wall, so you just got to get used to it.
They get it.
The Wall Man may not know. This is a series that's a spin-off from another series.
From another series?
Yeah. Do you know what series it was?
Lord of the Rings.
Dun, 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 dun.
Well, now we're not monetized.
Game of Thrones. So this series is focused on Ser Duncan the Tall and Egg.
Spoiler alert.
Oh. Should we say that right now?
I just did.
We can't. Well, there's going to be spoilers in this video, so if you haven't seen them, you might want to turn off this episode and then come back later.
Yeah. If you have not watched A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, please stop now, watch the show, and come back.
All right, I'll be back in 3-4 hours, guys.
Yeah, it's only going to take you about 3 hours, 4 hours.
It really is a quick watch. What, 6 episodes?
6, and they're like 30, 40.
It's like 40 minutes long.
5 minutes, maybe. Yeah. But it's really good.
Okay.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler. It's a little synopsis. Like it takes place 100 years before Game of Thrones.
I couldn't tell you the amount of years, but yes, a good amount of time before Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I think
Right,
the premise
it's in the past, but not as far back as the Dragon Show.
House of the Dragons. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's between House of the Dragons and Game.
Right.
And we're in a world where there's no dragons. Well, no living dragons, at least, until Khaleesi finds those eggs in Game of Thrones. Spoiler alert.
And then we get 3 dragons.
Yeah.
And then she goes crazy. It burns to everything.
Yeah, it was bound to happen. It's a Targaryen thing.
Well, and I was trying to tell Claire that like people got so mad about, not to get in off subject here, but they got mad about Game of Thrones because she turns into basically a Targaryen. They're all crazy. They're inbred and they're nuts.
I think the problem with that show is not that they did that so much as they seemed like they did it really quickly at the end. Like, oh, we got to finish this thing, and they didn't have any guidance from George R.R. Martin about because he hadn't finished the last 2 books.
True.
So they were just making they went along,
and now he's saying the books are going to be completely different.
If he ever finishes them, it's been like 15 years or whatever since the last one. So
okay.
But yeah, this is a show, a spinoff of Game of Thrones, which if you haven't seen Game of Thrones, you probably should watch it first and then watch.
I hate to disagree with you on this. You really don't, at least as far as
you don't have to watch it, but I would watch Game of Thrones.
You hear names like Aegon spoken and speaking of, and you were going for the characters, it's basically a show where you have this knight who is recently knighted, correct? And he is traveling to this tournament and comes across this boy that wants to squire for him in the tournament. Anybody who's watched Game of Thrones kind of knew who this kid was going to be. I think it was a surprise to you, right?
Who, me? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, the big hook is he's royalty. He is Aegon Targaryen, who is, I guess, the youngest son to the. So his uncle would be the heir to the Iron Throne, wouldn't he? Baelor, and his father Maekor is, I guess, not to get too into the episode, but stuff happens and it kind of puts Aegon on the path, right?
Yeah. So basically, the show is following the path of Ser Duncan the Tall and Aegon.
Right.
And basically, this season is about the tournament. Basically about the tournament and a challenge.
Right. Yeah, the tournament kind of goes awry later on.
Yeah. That's literally what the 6 episodes are. I mean, like, it doesn't really. It's a pretty tight story of.
Right.
That's a great point. Tight storytelling. Wouldn't you agree, Bill?
Yeah, it takes maybe less than 2 weeks. What do you think the timeline is? It's very compressed.
I think it honestly takes place within 6 days. Because he says in the last episode, I picked the kid up 4 days ago.
Well, okay.
Yeah. In the finale, he says, because they're like, well, I just picked up Aegon Egg, he calls him, 4 days ago, a fortnight ago or whatever.
Right.
So.
Right.
All right. So, those are the main guys. Did y'all have any particular episode that y'all like the most?
I mean, the battle obviously is.
Clearly,
amazing. They're all great, but that's like your building too.
Clearly, the best part of the show is when you see So Dunk has a knight that took him as a squire, and you see a scene where he comes out of a tent, and he's quite, well endowed. Would you say?
That's your favorite episode? That's your favorite? Is that what you're saying?
No, that's not. That's not.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure.
That episode was good, but what a scene, right? And we have to talk about this. Okay, I know. Okay. You guys are going to act like it wasn't a thing, but I know y'all Googled it. Was it real or not? Because it was freaking humongous. Huh?
I definitely did not Google that. I can tell.
Well, I want y'all to know that this old man put on a prosthetic because I Googled it.
What? I'm disappointed in the
Bill,
entire
you know
show
the scene
now.
I'm talking about. Please tell me. You were probably reading a comic book while the show was going on?
Hey, I know the scene,
Okay.
and it has that Dirk Diggler question. It's like, did they really have to show it?
Well,
I don't know.
so
it must be a bigger deal in the
the
book.
reason why I bring this up, and because I analyze stuff, if you see how the show is told like while he's talking about that night, and I can't think of his name, but Dunk
Any tree.
Dunk remembers him way more fondly than he really was. It's almost like this guy is well endowed. It's almost like a Don Quixote thing. Like the old man probably wasn't like that. It's how he remembered him. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like
Right.
remembering him a lot better than like you said, than
Just
what
to
he
being an
was.
alcoholic, you know?
Although that fight scene in episode what's
That's-
it when they do when they go back in time?
That's the second. That's the what do you call? Okay, so Game of Thrones
He
has
saves
the
the kid.
penultimate
Fifth
episode. Penultimate episode. That's the penultimate episode.
The fifth episode. Yeah, when
Yeah.
he shows him fighting those two guys, and he's pretty badass. in that.
He cuts that dude's head off. But like I said, we're remembering it through Dunk's eyes. So did it happen like that? Because I don't know about you. And I know this. I said spoilers alerts. The way I took the show, Dunk was never knighted. I don't think the old man ever knighted him. I think he's lying, or either he doesn't remember it, because we never see the old man knight
They do have that
him.
scene where it seems like he thinks Dimitri is dead, and that was his last chance to get knighted. But then he wakes up and he's like,
Yes, Bill, that is definitely in there, and maybe we haven't seen him get knighted yet. Maybe it happens, but I thought they were kind of leaving it to make it look like he didn't get knighted. Maybe the old man died and took his sword.
Yeah.
So, quick question for either of you: do you know what a hedge knight is?
That's a great question. I'll just tell you what my representation of what I think it is. It's like a low birth knight, a knight that come from poor.
Yep. So basically, he's a masterless knight,
right?
Who has no land, no wealth, no lord, and they were called that because they were known to sleep under the hedges. So
wow,
they're a hedge knight.
That's a great hook point of information right there.
Kind of like a Ronin in samurai stuff,
right?
Ronin.
So would you be Sci Frantic's hedge knight?
Are you calling me poor?
Clearly, you're not poor.
Do you see all these
$6,000 worth of shit behind you?
Look, this George Perez sketch. Oh wait, it was free. But
I know. Okay, so Bill's our hedge knight then.
No, I am obviously the hedge knight's master. Before you.
Oh, you're a penny tree. Yeah. Okay. Well, then to answer your question, the best episode, that fight obviously is incredible, and it has the greatest character in the show to me, Baelor, who is so freaking good, and in typical grand Game of Thrones fashion, do not fall in love with anybody on these shows. I swear to God. Prince Oberyn, Eddard Stark, all of them, except for Tyrion. Tyrion Lannister's the only one that survives. But Baelor was great. I don't know who the actor was. I loved him in it. I'm like, this guy is awesome.
It was great.
So that was a great episode. So what is your favorite episode?
I'm going to agree with y'all. It's the 5th episode, the Pentulta. I can't say it either.
Penultimate.
Now who's laughing now?
It's the next to last
episode.
Yeah.
I was just going to say 5th episode. So it's because it has everything. It has the backstory where you find out about Ser Duncan the Tall, and then you find out, and then you see the battle. So you got everything. You got a little bit of everything.
I will say
and
that
it's got that that get up thing, like in a good sports movie or something. It has that moment where he just doesn't quit.
Well, what's that scene where Egg is like
really good?
Get
feeling,
or no, or what he says? Wait.
Yeah, they're all, and he remembers it from.
And it's like he pops up. But the episode before that was incredible too, because this show to me is a very Terminator, John Connor feel to it. You got the big goober and you got the little kid, right? It's happened in film throughout. And you know what? It's predictable. It's fine. It's great. The scene where where the dragon gets slayed in the puppet show, and Egg doesn't go to his father, doesn't go to his uncle, Baelor. Even Baelor says, "Why did you go to the Hedge Knight?" Because he knew the Hedge Knight was going to act. I mean, it was a pretty rough scene. They break her finger, or the evil prince. I can't think of his name.
Arion.
Breaks her finger. This Joker runs in there, and immediately kicks ass. Here comes the big reveal, Mike, that you didn't know, right? The little Egg walks in and goes, y'all release him. And they're like, and even at that moment, Ser Duncan is like, run, boy, they will kill you. You know, he knows he's screwed at that moment. They're talking about literally knocking every teeth out in his head. And Egg comes in with the big reveal that he is royalty. And I just thought that was an awesome scene.
So I will ask about Arion Targaryen. Do y'all feel that he was a great bad guy? Or was he just kind of like, to me, in my opinion, I'll tell y'all before. Yeah. I felt like he was like the school bully. That's what he felt like. He didn't feel like those epic Game of Thrones bad guys like Joffrey or was it Littlefinger, Ramsay Bolton.
Ramsay. Ooh,
he didn't feel like those guys. Like those guys were epic bad guys.
And with the House of Dragons, he almost feels like a shadow of those guys, those sons that are in the Targaryens in that show. They're just nasty.
Well,
so one of them is completely nasty.
But here's the thing, and I kind of touched base on this. Baelor's not an evil man. And honestly, his father's not evil either. His father, look, that moment where, what's his name? Arion is like, they're going to fight to the death. And Arion's like, I'm calling for the rule of 7 or whatever it was, right? Where you had to have 7 people fight for you. And Makor, his father's like, you're going to call this bullshit rule that hadn't been used in 1,000 years by the Andals? Like, his father's clearly annoyed that he's punking out to fight the Hedge Knight. But he doesn't hate the Hedge Knight. And I think about the father. He's not evil because you remember he catches Egg going to stab his son. And he stops him, but he doesn't. It's almost like he knows Arion is a bad egg. No pun intended.
And another thing is in the last episode, and I wrote down the quote, what he says when they're asking about him killing his brother. And he says, some men will say that I meant to kill my brother. The gods know it's a lie, but I shall hear the whispers until the day I die.
Wow.
And it's like, it's a great quote from him. And I remember
Hold on. Can you say it one more time?
Okay. I'm gonna read it. Sorry, y'all. I had to write it down.
Get the screening on you, Mike. Hold on.
So he says, some men will say that I killed my brother, that I meant to kill my brother. The gods know it's a lie, but I shall hear the whispers until the day I die. That's what he says when they ask about that.
That's a great quote. And I don't have it in front of me. I wish I did, but he has another phenomenal quote right after that saying that that Dunk is going to hear the whispers too, right? Doesn't he say that?
Maybe.
I can't remember. I think because he says that quote, and then he says, you're going to hear the same whispers because you're the one that got Baelor killed, basically.
Yeah.
And Dunk is devastated about it because I'm telling you, man, when Baelor walked in and they take his helmet off and he goes, my brother hit me. He hits really hard. I'm like, oh no. Takes the helmet off and is like, oh Jesus. Here we go.
We know what's about to happen.
Yeah. It's typical Game of Thrones. But yeah, great quote. Yep. Bill?
Did you guys
what were you saying, Bill?
Did you guys know going in that this was only 6 episodes?
No. I did, because I didn't watch it until all were out.
Is it like, but they're going to have a season 2 though, right?
They're based on I think they're novellas, so they're much shorter than Game of Thrones. And he wrote maybe 3 of them, I think. So hopefully the fact that this doesn't require all the special effects, the dragons and that kind of stuff maybe they'll get us another season in a year. Hopefully, the fact that it's so
you
short.
heard I don't know if y'all have heard the rumor, right?
No, I hadn't heard the rumor.
Henry Cavill's going to be in season 2.
Oh, so they are planning a season 2.
So they were at a con like 2 weeks ago, Duncan Egg, and Egg blew it. Egg is like, Henry Cavill's going to be in the next season. And Dunk, the actor's like, oh, no, we're not supposed to. Yeah. So, yeah. Well, I mean, that's why I was confused when I was like, it's only 6 episodes. I was 99% certain they were going to do a season 2. But, yeah.
So,
I mean,
quick question. What would y'all say is your favorite scene from the series? Like, is there a favorite scene? Now, Walls, we obviously know it's the beginning of episode 2 because he went straight to that. But well, not straight, but
whoa.
But Bill, do you have
hold on, Claire? Image brought to you by Laser Wagon. Y'all can't see it, I don't think, but Claire's
I can see
screen.
it.
She's got a little Sci Frantic shirt on.
Again, the whole
that's great.
Probably just, again, the whole battle scene I love, but as far as like a small piece, the puppet show stuff was really cool. I love the scene with the armorer. When
the puppet stuff's almost a little too cool. Like, there's no way that he could do this.
It's like, yeah, she's like really good.
Like, how do you do this incredible flame effect? Oh, I spray this dust.
Yeah, I just go.
Yeah, and in the scene, the dragon's like blowing a fireball at you.
So, Walls, I was going to give you a chance because I know you and I have talked about it, but I know one of your favorite scenes was the witch scene.
Oh my God. Great point, Mike. I forgot about that. Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday. Because Dunk and Egg are walking up, and I guess you call her a witch or a prophetess or whatever you want to call her. And, you know, alms for the poor, you know, here, you want your fortune told? Yeah. And Dunk's like, yes, you know. I mean, Dunk's they kind of imply he's not the sharpest tool in the shed, correct? He's kind of a little, you know.
Right. Yeah. A little naive.
I mean, he's a little naive. You know, he's always talking about, like, hitting a kid, but he always is nice to the kid, you know. But so they go to the witch, and the witch gives Dunk his fortune, which is you'll be one of the most talked about knights in the history of Westeros, and you'll be richer than a Lannister, which we all know the Lannister family is super loaded. We also know from Game of Thrones in the great books of the knights, which Jamie pulls out, Ser Duncan the Tall has like 6 pages. So I don't know how long this show's going to go, but you better get to work as far as getting a lot done, because Jamie only had 1 page, and he was in the show for 7 years or 8 years or whatever it was. But the point I was trying to make is the witch gives him that awesome, you're going to be rich, you're going to be a great knight. And then she looks at Egg, and she's like, you will be king one day, and everybody will hate your name. Mike, you probably have the exact quote, and I hope you do.
I wrote it down. She tells Egg, you'll die in a hot fire, and worms shall feed upon your ashes, and all who know you shall rejoice in your dying.
And Egg is sitting there like, what the fuck? Huh?
It's Ser Duncan. It's like,
good job.
He just starts laughing. He's like, ah!
Because in a way, it's supposed to be like, okay, no, well, Days of Dead, they had a fortune teller. What if we went over there and they'd been like, the Wall Man, you're going to be awesome. You're going to make a lot of money with this podcast. And Mike, you're going to be the king, and everybody hates you. I would have laughed.
Fine with that.
I would have laughed. I'm not gonna
it's good to
like,
be
you're screwed.
Why would I be screwed? I'd be king.
No, well, I mean, clearly the worm's going to feast on your head or something, you know?
Oh, you know, that happens when we all die.
And really, aren't we all worm food? Yeah, exactly.
True. But you're right. That honestly, I rewatched the show yesterday in anticipation of this, and that scene was pretty chilling. Knowing, because fortunately I have seen Game of Thrones, and you hear of Aegon, you know, Like the Maester at the Night's Watch, he talks about Egg a lot. So, and like I said, Duncan's spoken of very highly in Game of Thrones. But yeah, that's an awesome scene, man. Great job.
Yep.
Bill,
I enjoy that scene as well.
your favorite scene?
Bill said he liked the battle scene.
Oh, no, that was his favorite episode.
I looked up. Well, the puppet, like I said, just little things like the puppet show stuff and the armor, when the armorer's getting suited up, even though he doesn't really have much to pay for his. The people just wind up on Duncan's side, or they hate him for no good reason.
You bring up a great point, Bill. His side. Let's talk about those knights that joined with him. You had the Baratheon, who was incredible. I thought he was great. Like, it kind of turned out completely different. And I love him at the end where he's like, I cost Baelor his life. And he's like, fuck you, man. I fought for you too. Yeah. 2 guys are dead. 3 guys. You're mourning Baelor, a prince. Yeah. It's like they gave up their lives too. Awesome scene,
Yeah, that's a great scene.
Yeah, for sure.
I will say, because Walls, you recommended the show to me, and I haven't watched House of Dragons.
You ain't missing anything.
You recommended this show to me when the show first started. In the first episode, when they start playing the Game of Thrones music, and then right as they start playing it, then you get Ser Duncan taking a dump.
Yes.
I was like, what is this show?
Are they trying to make a statement with that?
I'm like, what are they trying to tell me here?
Well, you bring up something I kind of want to bring up that Bill might take note. Bill, what was the deal with the music, the songs at the end of it? Did you like that? Do you remember it's like almost like a folk song, like almost a rock song or something at the end of the credits? When we get off of here, I want you to go back and watch the final episode and check out the end credit song. It's like, I hated it. I hated it.
What song? I don't remember.
I tried to Google it. I thought it was like Big John. Like it almost sounds like, what's that song? Big John. You know what I mean? It's kind of like Big Dunk.
Big Bad John.
Something like that. But
okay.
So check it out.
Yeah, I have to go back to that again.
I was totally taken out of the element, and I hated it. So what I'm trying to say is, Mike, I think the weakest part of the show to me is the music. It didn't have its own theme. It uses the Game of Thrones theme. Like, come on. But I think I had a lower budget. That's probably why it's such a tightly wound 6-episode show. And to me, it's perfect.
Yeah. Like I say, you don't need to pay for dragon special effects. There really aren't many special effects at all in this show would be
I would assume that horse that got stabbed was special effect.
Yeah, stuff like that. I imagine.
Yeah, that's a gruesome
but that could be practical effect.
Yeah, the tight storytelling, you're right. Now, well, I don't know. It's pretty rough. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point too.
Yeah. Gosh, I'm trying to think have we pretty much covered everything here?
Well, okay, so let's talk about I talked about his squad. Another one was that Apple guy who had the cousin he betrayed, right?
Oh man, the cousin that betrays. That's my least favorite character. That was the.
Would you call him the villain?
Yeah. Man,
dude, that Apple.
Sure.
He's like not only you're going to need 2 more. He's like, what? And he's like, yeah, I'm out of here too. I'm fighting with them. They lorded me.
Yeah.
But it turned into they flipped it into a great scene where the Apple kid, knight or whatever, or squire, he's like, Dunk, knight me. Yeah. He's like, what? He's what? Knight me. So the Baratheon ends up knighting him, and it's this incredible sequence where the Baratheon's doing and I don't have it in front of me, but it's like, in the name of the warrior, fight for the just. And it's like, oh man, this is the hero of the show. This kid is a squire, and he's going to be the onion, the onion here, or not the onion. He's going to be the apple knight,
Yeah, I really liked him. That guy was really good.
And he gets the horse at the end. And if you want, like, I one more moment of the show that I absolutely loved at the very end, because Claire and me was watching it, and the two are going. Let's just talk about the ending a little bit. Egg goes off with Dunk against his father's orders, and Dunk is like, You're coming with me. And to me, I'm like, Dunk, you can't fall for this BS again, dude. I would say, are you sure your dad wants you to go with me? But he's like, no, 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 no. So they take off, and the show ends with Dunk, uh, Egg, and the other night, and the other night fades off to the left, and it's them two taking off for a journey. And I was like, wow, season 2 is going to be awesome. Their journey continues, and now they're the knight and squire. You know,
They're the new Mandalorian and Grogu.
They're going to be pursued by his by his dad. Was it the scene? Was it when Dunk's pleading for someone else to come fight with him, that the guy stands up and you think he's going to join him, and it's
yeah.
he just farts,
and then he farts.
Yes, Bill. Yes.
So there's a shit scene, there's a piss scene with a big old dick, and then there's the fart scene.
Can you say that on YouTube?
I think you can.
I'm sure you can.
This show was much more a comedy than I expected. Like, I wasn't expecting it to be this much comedy in it.
But wasn't it good though? Wasn't it awesome that it was lighthearted?
It worked.
Because Game of Thrones is so dark and dreary. And this show, Dunk is just I'm gonna bop your ears, boy. It's like you keep on. And it's like I want to see them just do, like I said, I hate to reference Don Quixote, but I just felt like it's Don Quixote almost. Like he thinks he's grand, he's going to be grander than he is.
Yeah, the Penny Tree stuff definitely had that feel to me too. I thought of him as a Don Quixote sort of character,
right?
Not that he was,
but spoken from Dunk being the one that thinks he's a hero,
Yeah. I guess he's the Sancho. I mean, Sancho Panza was same relationship there.
Right,
for sure.
Well, Sancho in the book knows he's a doofus, right? But saves him. That's how Don Quixote is.
Well,
right?
he knows. I think he knows he's insane. He's like nuts, because he's attacking windmills thinking they're giants, but there's something beautiful about it at the same time.
But almost Egg sees the greatness in Dunk. He sees greatness.
Yeah.
There's a scene where y'all probably don't remember it because you really need to see the show maybe 3 times. But there's a scene where it's maybe episode 3 where it starts where Dunk is asleep and Egg is just watching him sleep.
Yeah.
And it's like I said, this kid views him as his father almost.
Yeah. Or, he's just, that's a good scene. I thought he was just waiting for him to wake up so that he could be like, what do you want me to do for you?
Well, and, I bring up the father earlier. He's not a horrible guy. He actually, in the end, says, Dunk, I want you to serve me and train Egg, and you will be trained by my master of arms and become a greater knight. And Dunk refuses the gift. And I'm like, what are you doing, dude? But I think he's just done with Lannisters or the Targaryens or whatever, and he just wants to go off and do his own thing.
Yeah, I agree with that.
He had that same romantic ideal of a knight's life that he had built up and imagined for Penny Tree, and he gets there, and the reality is not that at all.
Great point, Bill. Disappointed, right? Like, this is what it is.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't find the people who are supposed to be noble to be very noble, and
Well,
so question: out of a 5-star rating, what would y'all give?
Or tier system?
Oh my god. I don't even know the tiers.
Well, it starts with S and we go A, B, C, or D.
Oh.
But okay, we'll give it a score out of 10. Shall we do every episode? Since it's only 5 episodes.
It would be hard for me to do that. I'd say the show as in general.
Well, what do you give it then?
Me?
Nothing's a 10, or on a 5 scale, nothing's really a 5 for me. So
did he say a scale of 5?
On a 10 scale, I'd probably go 8. There's really nothing I didn't, like.
Did you say 8? Walt was laughing over you.
Yeah. I think on a 10 scale, I probably would go 8.
Okay.
It's really solid. Again, nothing's perfect, but
so the score is out of 10 or 5?
But I guess it's out of 10 now.
That's what I thought.
On a 5 scale, I'd say 4. Whatever. 5 is not enough, man.
Okay. On the first score system, I would give it I love season 1. I'm going to give it an 8.9.
8.9.
So that'd be a 4.965. I don't know. Help me out, Bill.
Somebody pull out the calculator on your phone.
Calculator. I had math modeling.
He's a math modeling major, though.
Math modeling major. Where's Eric at? We
don't know Mike's score yet. If we average yours and mine, we're 8.
Hold on, I'll get a pen here.
All right, I'm gonna give it I don't think I liked it as much as the two of you. I did really like it. I'd give it a 7.5.
Which is a very strong score for you.
Yeah. And on the tier system, that's probably a 30. Oh no! Wait, it's an A. I guess it's an A tier. It's not an S tier. It's an A tier.
Dun 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 dun. Sorry, I just wanted to do that. Okay, well that's it, I guess. Hey, look, did you see the photo? Did you like that? So Claire's here. That's great. Outer space. How did he do this? God, this guy. I don't know.
So just to let y'all know, since we're kind of done with the Night of the Seven Kingdoms, I did go see a movie called Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die with Sam Rockwell. It is a sci-fi movie about time travel with Sam Rockwell again. That is really good. I enjoyed it.
So, do you want to talk about it a little bit of it or what?
Yeah, I mean, I can. I wasn't sure if you were going to get the preview or not. But,
I'm working on that right now.
So basically, synopsis is there is an event in time that affects the future for everyone, not just Sam Rockwell, but for everyone. So he has come back in time to this diner to try to find the perfect combination of people to figure out how to stop what happens to change the future.
What's the name of the movie again?
It's Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die.
Good luck.
And with us being Sci Frantic, so it's a good movie to talk about because it is pure sci-fi. Again, I think the ending could have been a little bit better, but I really enjoyed it. Good cast again. Sam Rockwell, the guy from Ant-Man that tells the stories. That's always real funny. I forget his name though. Zazie Beetz.
Love her.
She's in it. She's really good. She's Domino in the Deadpool 2. And let's see who else is in this.
What's the Spanish guy's name? I love him. Pena.
Yeah, I couldn't remember his name.
Yeah.
It's directed by Gore Verbinski, who directed I think the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean. There we go. But
what's that one?
It's got Juno. What's her name? Juno Temple from Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
She's in it too. She's really good too.
Cool.
I love Sam Rockwell. I mean, come on, who doesn't?
Yeah.
I mean, remember we watched Moon? What a great movie.
Oh yeah,
love Moon.
Yeah.
Moon.
Yeah, that one doesn't get the respect it deserves for sure.
Well, it's such a low budget film, you know. They did it on a budget of like what, 15 million or something like that.
That was Bowie's son directed that, right?
Yeah, he had his Elias or whatever it was.
Yeah, he's not Zoe, but Zoe
Duncan.
Duncan
something.
Yeah, he's excellent.
So, I mean, I want to go see it. Should I? I should definitely go see it. Here's my question. Do I have to go see it in the theater to really enjoy it, or can I wait for a DVD release?
I mean, it looks good on the big screen. I won't say that you have to go see it on the big screen. And I don't know how much longer it's going to be because it's been out like 2 or 3 weeks, and I don't know how well it's doing. But you can wait. You can wait till to streaming or whatever. But it does look good on the big screen. There are some pretty cool effects towards the end that look good.
So what have I always told you about movies and scoring them, Mike? I've been telling you for 25 years.
That my opinion is the best.
Wrong.
That Clark knows more about scores and movies than anybody else we know.
Okay. I will admit that.
That is a definite truth to Sci Frantic. Clark is the professor of scores. No, I told you can't review a movie unless you see it at least twice. So I'm not going to ask you to review this because you only saw it once.
Well, I just reviewed A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I only saw it once.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Your score's null and void.
Is it no longer
I'm
A
sorry, Frantics. Mike Frantic is disqualified from his score. So we're deducting his score from the list.
I would put Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die in A tier. Not S tier, but A tier.
I think a tier, that's fine. You could do tiers for single watches because it's probably A tier because I haven't heard about it. So clearly S tier would be epic.
Well, I'm glad one of us at Sci Frantic keeps up with sci-fi movies.
Have either one, not a movie, but have either one of you watched the Monarch, the Legacy of the Monsters, whatever show on Apple?
I watched the first season. I haven't watched any of the second season yet. I don't have Apple TV. I'm going to have to renew it.
Only one, your Big Trouble poster there made me think of it. But
what show is it, Bill?
It's the King Kong, Godzilla, Kurt Russell, and Kurt Russell's son. The USA
Russell.
Wyatt. He plays Kurt Russell like as a young man. And Kurt Russell plays him, so you get the same. They play the same character, but at different eras. Obviously, it's really good. It's got King Kong and Godzilla and all these different monsters. And
so I'm not really into the monster thing, but it's okay.
It's good. It's a good show, but yeah, not a must watch.
I mean, it has Kurt Russell.
It's got Kurt Russell. He's great always.
So. I saw a video. This is completely going off everything here, but I saw a video recently of these guys hounding Kurt Russell for an autograph. Like he had just gotten off a plane, like he's going to his car, and they just keep hounding him. And he's like, "No," he's like, "I don't do autographs now. I don't sign."
Well, it's because they want to sell them.
Because they're going to sell it. And
sure.
I'm so sick of it, and these eBay, that's how they make their money, blah, blah, blah. Get a real job.
I felt bad because they were just hounding him, and he's just trying to get to his car.
Yeah.
They have ruined celebrities as far as getting signatures.
I was hoping you were going to say Goldie Hawn got out of the car and just beat the crap out of him.
That would be cool, but no, I didn't see her at all.
So, Mike, I don't know if you know what Clark just sent us, right?
What Clark just sent us?
About the prices for Scott Bakula?
No.
So... Wild prices for Captain Archer at Vegas Con. So Scott Bakula, right? Captain Archer. We all know him and love him. Quantum Leap.
Yep.
Appearance Saturday photo op, $150. Autograph, $150.
Good God. That's
Morning session autograph, $150. So for a photo and signature with Scott Bakula, who I'm not dissing on Scott Bakula, but he is, he's G tier as far as Starfleet captains go. I'm sorry, that's just my opinion. You shouldn't be charging $300 for that stuff. I'm sorry. Somebody's got to make a stand on this stuff. Maybe Sci Frantic needs to draw a line. The line must be drawn. Yeah.
Maybe I'll bring them up a copy of Lord of Illusions and be like, well, since this is Lord of Illusions, can we do it for 40?
Yeah, it's like I get it.
It's not a great movie.
I get it that people know that Mike's not the hedge knight of Sci Frantic, but these prices are outrageous.
It is. Did you want to tell them about the person from Days of the Dead?
Which person am I talking about? Michael Biehn?
Yes, about the high price.
Okay, Bill, did you see recently where Christian Bale had an interview? It just happened probably in the last 2 weeks where he brings up, he's interviewed, he's like, I don't want to meet my heroes.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, why? He's like, because I see the disappointment in people's eyes when they meet me. And I'm like,
good Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Did he say Spider-Man say the same thing?
Oh. I'm joking. Okay, continue with your story.
Thanks, Mike.
Swear to me.
You need to get
swear to me.
Effects you used to have.
Do I look like a cop? Don't get me going, dude. I done had a lot of this sugar drink Claire gave me. But he's like, I don't want to meet my heroes because I see the disappointment in their eyes, and it's sad, really, because if I met Christian Bale, I mean, I know he's not Batman, but I'd be like,
Yeah.
dude, you're freaking awesome. I mean,
I don't think it's that you'd be disappointed to meet him, but it's just that he's not going to give you what you want out of the experience, probably.
I guess people think he's gonna, jump off a building or drive a Ferrari and Bruce Wayne it or something, but. The point I'm trying to make is, these were my heroes. Like we go to these cons, and I really wanted to meet Michael Biehn again and get another signature. I've got 3, and I can tell you the first con we went to, Dragon Con, it was like $30.
Yeah.
But now it's what was it, Mike? $150 for a signature and a photo.
I think so. I think it was 150. For
and if you had his character's name wrote on it, it was like another $30. Like. Okay, now I just get your signature now for Hicks.
Yeah,
it's going to be another $30.
Unless we read his sign wrong. I wish I had taken a picture of it, but it seemed like it said 150 for a combo.
I really don't want to sound like I'm bitching about cons. I really don't, because I have great experiences at them. But as far as it's like these, I think about the younger people, like they can't afford it. I mean, let's say I bought him another signature. That's $200. Inflation's my station. It's just a little insane to me. I think I'm curious to where it ends and starts going back the other way.
I spent $180 for the 3 photos I got for the 3 autographs and selfies I got. A combined price of the 3 was $180.
Yeah, and I blame these guys, just the guy you're talking about, because Michael Biehn knows somebody's going to buy it for $30.
Yeah,
turn around and put it on eBay for $200 and make their cheese. And so I get it. He don't want to miss out on some cheese, but to me,
like Kurt Russell, they're going to get it for free, and then they're going to turn around and sell it for $200 or $500 or whatever.
How do you combat that? It's very simple. I only personalize.
Oh yeah.
Now, if you want me to do it not personalize, okay, it's going to be $100. But if I personalize and put Mike or Steve or the Wall Man, it's $32.
That's one thing, and I think I said it in another video, was that Corey Feldman does that. Like he now his prices are high, but if you have it personalized, it's like $80. But if you don't have it personalized, it's $160.
I love that.
That's cool.
I love that. And
you have to listen to his guitar solo.
And apparently meeting him's not great, according to our buddies over at Real Dead. Apparently,
really?
Apparently he Mike over at Real Dead waited for like 5 hours just to get it autographed. He paid $160. He didn't get it personalized. And also all Corey Feldman was like, thank you, or
yeah,
really
I stayed here for 5 hours, dude.
It's like, cool, man. Sing Cry Little Sister for me, please.
Or you want me to sing it for you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Cry little sister.
Put yourself at the front.
What's the chorus go?
Cry little sister,
thou shalt not fall. Yeah, we're demonetized again. Damn it.
I'd be more like the sax guy though, because that's the way I look. I'm like,
hey, guess what? I gave Laser Wagon my autograph.
Did you really?
No. Actually, I got his autograph.
Did you really?
No. I wish somebody would pay me $1 for an autograph.
You know what though? He did you see? And I'm sure Chris would agree with us. Chris at Laser Wagon. When I turned around, because I met him in line for Lauren Marie Taylor. We were both getting a photo op with her, and I turned around and I was like, "Dude, do you have a YouTube channel?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he's kind of like cautious because I guess he was afraid I was going to be like, it sucks. But he was like, "Yeah, I do." And I was like, "Is it Laser Wagon with the hop in the wagon losers?" And he's like, "That's me." He was the way we would be.
That's
if
great.
Somebody came up to us, like if somebody came up to me,
where's
and was
Claire?
Like, "Are you Sci Frantic?
Yeah.
Are you Mike Frantic?" I'd be like, "Yeah."
Yeah, let's
That's
be friends.
What?
You don't
You
really
get
subscribe. Get your phone
signature?
out. Show me where you really subscribe.
And then he subscribed to our channel. He was like, because I told him, I was like, hey, we have a little YouTube channel too. And he's like, dude, I'll subscribe.
He's got way more subscribers than we do.
Everybody does more than we do.
That's a true statement, but it's okay. We're small but expanding.
Mighty, small but mighty.
What is it? Great. I was going to quote the Aladdin movie, but y'all won't know that. Okay, well, anything else, Bill?
Yeah, Bill, do you have any?
You been said much today. What are you mad at Terry or something?
Constantly. No, she's no.
What's going on
mad.
with you today?
How am I being mad at Terry having anything to do with
I don't know, Bill, but Mike, back me up on this. I've known this guy for a long time. You're pretty quiet tonight.
He has been, well, because we were talking about stuff that he didn't go to.
Well,
That's our fault.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
know Laser Wagon, but I'm gonna get him to subscribe to my band channel. And,
Hey, you play something. You need to send me like I want one of the songs that's kind of very instrumental. Now your singing can be in it, but I want to put it in the intro next week.
okay.
I want the part that you're not doing, Bill. Just the music.
No. I want you singing in it, but I want it to have a kind of a lot. You got to have one that has a longer intro, right?
Probably. Jay's funny. He wants me to. He doesn't want. I don't know if it's a matter of he doesn't want me to leave lots of places where there isn't singing. He's like put right words for that. If there's like I'll leave a little section in the middle. He'd be like, no, put words there.
Well, pick me a song and send it to me.
I'll try to.
Yep.
I'm sure there's something.
Okay.
Sing me a song, Mr. Bungee Man.
We did another podcast. So when Johnny was doing a podcast, it was like book review stuff.
Yeah.
And we did a theme song for that. Actually got paid for it. And it's just
Johnny
Jay.
Well, give me that one.
So it's for another podcast. But it's basically it's just Jay strumming an acoustic guitar and me going, whoa. It sounds almost like
That's
Indian.
exactly what I want.
I'll send it to you.
So who is Johnny again?
Yeah, who's Johnny?
Johnny went to school with you guys.
Johnny Foster.
Johnny Foster.
Oh, he has a podcast?
He's got a podcast?
He did. I don't think he does it anymore, but it was like a book
Here,
review.
let me look it up.
He does all the historic stuff. It would be on an older episode.
What's it called?
Johnny, she said.
Gosh, what was it? It's been a long time now.
Jeez, Bill. You get paid to do a podcast song? You don't even do a podcast?
You always forget the little people as you go up the
better
ladder.
never forget Sci Frantic is all I got to say.
Did you hear that? Bill said he's going up the ladder, so we're a better podcast.
Well, we ain't paying for shit.
Well, I wasn't on that podcast. In that video.
I'll keep using my canned music right now.
Next week he'll be on Dropping Names with Johnny and Brent.
Oh, where's the bell at? Hit the bell. Ding, 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 ding. Dude, I really think the bell is so stupid.
I'm not a fan of the bell either. I know Jonathan Frakes is.
He said he loves it. Yeah.
You can tell Brent Spiner hates it.
It is so lame. And it is just think about you and me. I'm going to tell you what it reminds me of. Like, you ever seen Good Morning Vietnam?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When Robin Williams gets suspended and the guy has to do the show and he's horrible and he does like it blows a horn and stuff. That's what this is.
Like
I hate to be like this.
Morning radio is what you're saying.
Yeah, well, he's like Lieutenant Steve. He's like, don't you like a good polka? Come on, man, y'all gotta watch this. But the point I'm trying to make is, their podcast. I love Jonathan Frakes and I love Brent Spiner, but dude, I think Sci Frantic is a better podcast.
Well, they get we get off track a lot too, like they do. But then they're ringing the bell, and sometimes he rings the bell for a name, sometimes he doesn't. And they have, like directors and.
Well, they had Nathan Fillion and
I watched it.
I did too.
Alan Tudyk.
And they had a podcast called "We Used to Be Spacemen." Did you hear that? And
G-Men.
We used to be Spacemen or something like that. And Frakes was like, we wanted that name, but y'all had taken it already.
I think he was joking about that.
I don't think so. I think he was serious. I think he was legitimately serious. But they only had like 6 episodes of their podcast. I mean, there's no offense, Tudyk, you're in everything. Do you really need a podcast too?
Yeah,
Let
and they
us
can
little
fill
people
in.
have something.
Yeah, for real. Let us have something, man.
It's like who won podcast of the year? It was what's her name on Saturday Night Live? Like really?
Amy Poehler. But Amy Poehler is great.
No, she's not, Bill.
Yes, I don't know about her.
Bill,
I've
you're
never
out of
heard
here. You're
I've
fired.
never heard her podcast, but I love Amy Poehler.
Okay, she doesn't need a podcast. Leave the podcast to the little people.
Yeah, for real. It's like every celebrity has a podcast now, and it's just because it's,
Why?
I guess,
Because they
easier
can make
for them to
money.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah. They make money
Eh,
off their names.
I
Yeah.
don't know that a lot of them make that. I mean, it depends on what they're doing.
Do you think Jonathan Frakes and Brent Spiner's doing that for free?
No, but I don't think they're making a ton.
They
the guy-
got 80,000 subscribers already.
Okay. And how much money do those subscribers pay? I know they're selling ads. It depends on how many ads are in the thing, really.
I bet you.
They're
I
all
bet
like
you they're
it.
generating at least $100,000 a year.
Yeah.
Well, they also have to pay all the people helping with the show, too.
And they don't.
Yeah.
They don't.
Production
like
cost.
they ain't even like. And I'm not dissing on their podcast. They got a good podcast. I love Frakes and them, but it's like.
Yeah.
Well, Mike said it's like everybody's got a podcast. To our credit, we are a little late to the game.
Very late.
But thanks to my son. But I'm not dissing on other podcasts, but it's just like, I don't know. Amy Poehler shouldn't win the #1 podcast when there's people like Joe Rogan out there who pioneered the podcast.
See, I'm going to disagree with you on this too. Now, granted, the Joe Rogan one, I'm sure is it breaks all records and all this stuff. But I'm like you with I like little people. I like little people ones like us, like Real Dead, like Laser Wagon, Tampa J. Like all these guys who are
Dude, I'm following a
actors.
DS9 one, and it's basically their buddies talking about DS9, and they got like 200 episodes. They got like 12 subscribers, and it's like that's what I'm talking about, man.
That's what I mean. I hate that they don't only have 12 subscribers, but that's what I like to listen to. I'd rather listen to that
but
than to listen to
YouTube
celebrities
used to push
talk
that
about
content. The old YouTube used to push that content. Now it's pushing Jonathan Frakes' content. You know what I'm saying?
It's pushing celebrities.
Right. And it's not what YouTube was founded to do. It was supposed to be, a guy on his computer right here pushing a few buttons with his buddies. And I'm not like I said, I'm not complaining. They're more. We don't have the right to say who podcasts or who doesn't. Sci Frantic doesn't. But to me, it hurts the space. It's like you don't see me trying to produce a TV series. It's like
I think
stay in your lane.
And you call this a podcast, but it's actually at this point a video cast. But like true podcasting, without guys like Ricky Gervais or Joe Rogan was a TV. He's not a nobody. He's not just some guy off the street because he was an actor and just did the UFC stuff. And
he was on news radio.
And yeah, exactly. Which he was.
Well, and we talked about that before, Bill.
Without those
why
guys,
is it still called podcast? iPod, right?
Well,
iPodcast.
Yeah.
YouTube is definitely a different medium and changed everything.
Right.
It's still called a podcast for whatever reason, but you're right. It's called a fan video conferencing or whatever you want to call it.
I called him vlogcast, but Walls got onto me, so I stopped.
Well, who says vlog? It's like saying Delphi Forums.
It's a video log.
Forums don't exist anymore. Neither do video logs.
Peter Jackson made vlogs for production on The Hobbit, and they were great. I loved them. So yeah.
Well, like I said, I'm not dissing on the media.
You don't hear it these days. No.
It's just look. It's a small space. Clearly, we're trying to build an audience. It kind of perturbs me that their show started the same time as our show. They got 70,000 subscribers, and I can't get to 100.
It's based on they're celebrities, so of course I follow them because I watch Star Trek: The Next Generation and I want to see what they're saying. So.
Hey, I watch it too, and it's very entertaining, except for the bell. I'm bitching about the bell. I'm sorry, the bell is stupid. You know what though? I love it. I love everything. Laser Wagon, thank you. Real Dead, thank you. But
that's what I like. I like hearing everyday guys like us.
Yeah, and I'm curious if you asked Jonathan Frakes about his podcast, what would he say?
He'd probably ring the bell.
Well, I'm ringing the bell, signing off. Are we done?
Yeah. We made it through. We made it through. I heard you the whole time.
Oh my God, I wasn't recording. Yeah. Get your shit up.
Get my outro. Get my outro going here before you sign us off.
Well, as
You
always,
have,
Marines,
always will
stay
be.
frantic. That's my new tagline, Mike. You like it?
Stay frantic.
Marines, stay. I think it's kind of like a mix of aliens. Stay frantic, Marines.
How about just stay frantic?
Well,
Stay
I like
puft.
Marines in it though because he says, "Stay frosty, Marines." Can I say too much? You don't like it?
So the Lonely Island podcast with Adam Sandler and Seth Meyers and the other two other Lonely Island.
Too many
guys.
celebrities already.
He's got $600 million, Bill, and he's got to
Andy
come in on my
Samberg-
shit.
Andy Samberg's kind of reluctant to do it anyway. He didn't really want to do it necessarily, but their outro you would enjoy actually because they talk a lot about Quado and Quades and stuff. So they have a bit where Schwarzenegger was on Seth Meyers' show and recorded this thing, and so Sandberg will say later Arnold, and he'll say late, and Arnold will say later Quades. So it's Arnold saying later Quades is their sign off for their show, which is really fun.
That's pretty good.
It is great.
I mean, like I said, they got their right to do their whatever they want to do. Oh, they hit the record button, but then again, they don't just hit the record button; they have an entire staff.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean? But I lost your video, Mike. But let me see what happened. Hold on. No, we're still on there. I just said, can Mike not hear me? Mike, can you hear me? Okay, we're still on air, but I lost your video, so hold up. No, you're not on air, but you're definitely not on. You're still there, but you're not.
or is he
on
frozen?
air.
It's a still.
I think Frakes did this. That bastard.
Now he's gone.
Wow, what happened to Mike?
I don't know. He was canceled. They beamed him out.
I can hear you. I just can't get you back on the. I can't get you back on the show for some reason. Thank God you did your outro. I'd have to hear about that shit.
Of course. I'm surprised he's not yelling, Claire, stop messing with the internet. What are you doing?
Yeah, let's just bring Claire up. Okay, we're out of here. Mike's gone. No, there he is.
Hey, I'm back. It's me.
Yay! You ain't gonna beat us, Frakes. You're not gonna stop us.
I don't even know what I was saying.
You're not gonna stop Sci Frantic. We're here. We're here forever.
I was gonna
one
say,
of us dies.
Or it feels that way.
I drink my Diet Pepsi while they drink their Perrier and have their assistants come over and help them out.
By the way, look at this I got from Days of the Dead.
Backwash?
God. Backwash. Stay frosty, Marines. We're out of here.
Bye, kids.